If you know what that's from, I'm automatically your friend.
Well, I don't, so
get out.
Get out. No friends here.
No friends here.
Friends.
All right, welcome to Stay on Target, everybody.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank
We're
you.
live on Facebook and YouTube and several other platforms that nobody's ever heard of.
The Tubby Me.
All in the
YouTube.
Star Wars
The
galaxy.
What?
Tubby You.
Tubby me.
YouTube.
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 You tubby
Tubby
me.
You.
You tubby.
As you can tell, we're here to build more Legos. We're
yeah.
part 4 of this 89-part build.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, how many parts do you think?
I don't know.
That's a good question to ask.
If somebody guesses it in the comments, they get this ship.
Yeah. Yeah, it's titled
So,
part.
yeah.
You get the shit.
I don't know.
Wow.
Just
You'll
joking.
get a ship.
I'm totally joking.
Nick's
Choking or
feeling
joking?
generous.
Right, yeah. Well, apparently.
It's a coffee.
According to Dustin.
So thanks for joining us. We got a few things we're going to talk about while we're building, and we'll
Yeah.
have some fun. So
Oh,
we got a few
yeah.
questions to kick it off, and hopefully you can hear us and see us adequately.
Look at me. Look at these moves.
I think we may be a little quiet, but we're going to turn up the volume here in a second and get that going. So we got a question we're going to answer, but Nick's just going to jump right into building, I think. I think he's just going to jump right in. We are on
Here I go.
instruction
The
number... Oh, by the way, did we say it's stay on target? Yeah, we said it's stay on target. Show about all things.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mostly Star Wars things.
Star Wars things.
Hence this amazing Ultimate Collector's Edition Millennium Falcon
Yeah.
Lego set.
Yes.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be
Stay tuned, folks.
It's going to be.
step number 131.
Yes, out of 1,376. So, yeah, it'll be good. Whoa!
Golly jeepers. There's,
Well,
you know, it's not about. We say that every week, don't we?
What?
It's
It's not about the
destination. It's about the journey. And you all are here with us on this journey, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
We love every single one of you. Nick more than everybody else in this room.
I do.
Oh, I just assume.
I just assume. Well, you're wrong.
Oh, no.
All right,
Well,
first
we do-
I'm going to take a swig of water, and then I'll get started.
Swigs of waters.
Yes.
Oh, they can hear us at all?
Hear us now?
They can hear us, but it was just
Can you hear us at
Oh.
all?
Are we much louder?
If you're out there and we're out there in your ear holes,
They were straining to hear us
know.
before.
All
Now
right.
they can hear us. No
Here
now
I
problem.
you
go.
can hear it. Man, we had so many funny lines.
Yeah, it was
Everything
hilarious.
we said before this was gold.
They just tomorrow they can just watch the replay and turn on the captions.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you think like we
Crank
just
the
blew out
tunes.
somebody's eardrums,
Now that we
changing the volume? up?
Probably.
They're just like, what did they say?
Hey!
Oh,
I can now
yeah,
hear
just say hey.
colors.
All right,
Oh,
we
yeah,
are
my
in
son wanted
bag
me to
number
say-
2.
Bag number 2.
You want to say?
Wow. That Theo knows a way with words.
He does. He does.
So we got
quote
this
him on
cool
that.
setup
You
here
can
today. We're getting better at this. We got an overhead cam and us at the same time. So whether or not you want to see us, you're going to see us
You're
the whole
gonna
time.
see us the whole time.
And you'll
Look,
see our
you can see
heads.
our hands.
Little
And
noise
us
for
doing
you?
that hand. Whoa, this is crazy. It's like Inception, except for not.
Except for not quite.
Whoa.
So who's out there? Anybody
It's
out
like we're
there on
clones.
Anybody?
We're gonna
Lego
have to fight each
Anybody
other.
out
For
in Legoland?
Yeah, is anybody out there? Please let us know. We're lonely.
Seriously.
Couple people watching.
Is anybody out there?
Seriously, please. This is all I have anymore.
Freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So at the end of the last section, we finished. Was it section 1 they called it, or what was that, Nick?
Uh,
Well, not really. It was just a section of
bag 1, I guess.
bag number 1
Yeah,
or
we're on bag number 2.
bags
We're
number
on
1.
bags
actually
number
gonna-
2.
So these look pretty cool though. These are new.
Look ahead here for a second.
Yep.
These are new.
These are new.
Whoa!
We did get a comment
Oh.
from Carla. She said, "We can hear you now."
Yay!
And
Can you
it's
hear me
still
now?
gold. Good job.
Woo.
Thank you, Carla.
Thanks, Carla.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
It's like you're here with us
Thank
building.
you.
That'd be crazy if something just picked up and then connected.
Right.
Carla, can you
I know the force.
Or you, I guess.
I
I was
don't
saying the people.
know.
That's how they interact. All of our
Force?
viewers are Jedi.
We're
Jedis, and they
telepathetic.
can telepathically. It sounds like we just made fun of our audience again. We almost always do that. It sounds like we always make fun of our audience. We love our audience. We just want you guys to know that. We love you all.
We miss you all like a
We miss you
sore
all.
toothache.
You just insulted them again. Oh my goodness.
That's what we do. You build them up, and I bring them right back down.
We're the perfect duo.
All right.
It keeps it real. We keep it real here
Oh,
on
yeah.
Stay on Target.
Truth hurts, you know.
Show about all things, mostly. Say that? I think we already.
Yeah, we
said
already did. We're reiterating ourselves right now.
that.
You guys may be
Reiterating.
surprised that I use such big words,
Yeah.
but I do own a dictionary.
that threw me off.
At least one. Alrighty.
So we're on to bag 2.
yes.
Only 100 more bags to go.
Okay, so what I'm doing right now is
Building
you
that.
need to make 6 of these. So I'm
What
just
are
gonna
those?
get them all together. They're
we surmise.
landing feet.
We surmise they cliv be landing feet.
According to this, the Millennium Falcon has 1, 2, 3, 4 toes on each foot.
4 facts here
Facts.
with
Facts here.
Stay on Target. The Millennium Falcon actually has 4 toes
4 toes each.
on each feet.
On
foot.
each feet. 4
Grammar.
toes on each feet. You're very good.
How many toes do you guys have out there?
How many toes you guys got?
I'm
I
pretty
got
sure.
7.
I'm pretty sure 6
7.
phalanges is a dominant trait. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you- I mean,
Nobody
you already
fact checked
said
me
that.
on that.
You already said that last week, so are you...
I didn't look it up. That's why we have a fact checker. Hey, fact checker, can you check to see if
6 toes
6 toes or
or
6 fingers
is a dominant
is a
trait
dominant trait?
with an F.
With an F, is it? Oh,
No, it's pH.
thinking like flange pedals.
Flange pedals.
Flange.
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 Sorry you guys couldn't and girls couldn't hear us at the beginning.
Yeah, we do apologize.
And,
We're very
Space
sorry.
people. But hey, we're back.
Wait a minute.
Space people.
Well, we said this is broadcasting on some places that they've never heard of.
Actually broadcast a long, long time ago in a galaxy.
That is
far,
true
far
as
away.
well. So
And we've just predicted every comment that anybody's ever going to say when they say it.
there you
Yeah.
go.
That's how Jedi we are.
That's how Jedi.
We are so Jedi.
We're so
Except for we
Jedi.
can't put Legos together faster.
I know, right?
Or with the Force.
I really wish we
Actually
could.
beat the Force.
Well, we could try
was a
helping,
horrible
but it's kind of one of those
You
things.
sound
that,
like
I
Doofenshmirtz.
did. I sound like
Ah,
Doofenshmirtz.
parrot, platypus.
I just watched the
Did you?
new
Did
new
you?
one.
the new movie.
Yeah,
The new movie.
Candace against the
Yeah.
universe or something like that. With
Yeah.
Addie today. It was
Nerd.
pretty good. You just hurt my feelings.
Oh, I have a tendency to do that.
So feet.
So feet, yeah. Feet of strength.
Feet.
Au contraire. I think we have a great strength of feet. I don't follow.
If you know that movie, you get an imaginary
Ice cream cone.
what? No.
Dark side.
Dark side. We're gonna
Cookie.
We like to change them.
Cookie. Space. Cookie. My second to last echo is broken.
There we go. Now I can see the L comments. Oh, I can see them there too.
El
so-
Comentos.
What about the M comments? L
Yeah.
N-O-P.
I can see the L, M, and N-O-P comments.
M-N-O-P.
Nope.
Nope. I'm not gonna comment.
No
I ain't no
comments.
comment.
Oh, there we go.
We have a
Speaking of
message.
which,
It's a message.
Hey, message.
from who? Oh, okay. There we go.
From who?
Oh, here we
somewhere.
go. Fact checker.
Oh, here we go.
Fact checker.
We
All
got
right.
it.
Oh, okay.
Fact
Here we go.
checker,
Here we
fact
go.
checker.
Here we go. Fact checker
some facts.
says. Wait, which one? Let me see.
I don't know.
Hang on. Although it affects many species, it's still pretty rare, even though much of the time having 6 fingers is actually controlled by a dominant allele.
Unbelievable.
An allele, or version of a gene, is dominant when it only needs to be present in one copy in your cells for its associated traits to be discernible. So it is a dominant trait, technically.
Who knew?
Wow.
It's a dominant allele, which they call it a dominant trait,
What's an allele? Could you spell it?
or version allele.
Now pronounce it in
Wow.
Spanish.
Ayala.
Ayala. German.
L
Good.
L yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. It's a dominant. Yeah.
Illila.
That's
Oh.
what he was really
A
quoting.
little.
Who knew Patrick Star
So I'm
was
pretty
the
sure I was
dominant
right.
trait?
I just want to point that out to everybody.
All right, you were correct.
So wait, why doesn't it occur more
Well,
naturally?
it's still very rare, they say.
It's still very
Yeah.
rare, but it's
But why
it's
is
a
it
dominant
dominant?
But
rare.
it's technically a dominant trait because it only needs to have one allele
allele.
for it to be present or to be dominant in that.
So what are some other dominant
Thing.
alleles that are more common?
Probably
Dark
like
hair,
brown eyes.
brown
That's
eyes,
more
dark
dominant.
eyes, dark hair.
Dark hair is typically.
Tall is a dominant
Dark
trait.
cloud.
It just depends, I think. But yeah, typically if you have.
Tall is the dominant trait.
Is it a dominant trait?
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't know.
I believe so.
I don't
That's
really know.
why we get taller and taller and taller as generations tick on.
Tick on.
Tick on.
Fish on!
Or
Fish
tick
on!
Fish on. Get out of me, God.
Get out of me garden! Ladies.
I love that
Lady.
episode. We were just talking about that the other day. He like ripped his bicep or something while reeling in that fish.
Who did?
The
What are you
guy,
talking
the
about?
fish on guy, the
Fish on.
river monsters guy.
Oh, he did? He
yeah. He's
ripped
like,
his
oh, I
bicep?
ripped my
Oh.
bicep on that one.
Oh,
That's
you
a good
tore it?
show, River
Yeah,
Monsters.
It's pretty intense. Yeah,
like
we were
that
watching
show.
it. Yeah,
It's kind of freaky. And then when he actually catches some of those
the
things,
guy's
you're
just
like,
so good. Yeah,
you're like, that lives in fresh water?
All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to swim in the ocean.
yeah.
Scary looking.
He's like, I'm using piano wire and a piano to pull this out of the water.
Right.
Some of these fish, you know.
Yeah.
And he does. It's like piano wire strength.
He uses a whole
crazy.
piano.
Yeah.
There it is. Check that out.
That's how he catches one. He
It's
plays a
Just jump-
tune.
Jumps straight into the net.
Bang!
Bang! And that's where it jumps.
It's like jumping out of the
Oh
water.
my gosh.
That's crazy. But
It's called unconventional fishing gear. It's coming to a TV near you.
And then he drops the piano on the fish.
oh my goodness. This is just.
Yeah, it's devolving into chaos already.
Already, but
What are
look
we
at
even
the
talking
progress you've
about?
made.
What are we
1,
doing?
2,
Where are
3,
we?
4, 5, 6.
killing it.
You got to make 6 of
There's
these.
6 feet.
I
Oh,
wrote on
shoot,
the.
and
The
4
Millennium
toes on
Falcon has 6 feet, and it's got 4 toes
on each
on
foot.
each foot.
Oh my goodness! What an allele!
It's a dominant trait.
It's the Millennium Falcon.
Millennium. Oh my goodness.
All right, this
Oh,
looks
this
like
is
it
great.
goes
Good words,
like that,
kids.
right?
Yes, somewhere.
I did one.
I did something.
I did something.
So
Name
me and
that movie.
Me and Dustin are making it as hard as possible for Nick to do his job. We're just like putting pieces wrongly together.
We just built a totally separate thing.
Right? It's like, where's
Look,
all
it's
the
Death
pieces?
Star.
Hey,
Right.
look, I made the ghosts out of the Millennium Falcon parts.
Be like, I need those. Oh my god.
We built an escape pod.
Oh, gracious me! So
There
I,
was
I,
a-
I,
Go ahead.
I thought we were 20-some% done, right? Isn't that what we
Yeah,
calculated last week?
21.
Don't give me bad news. I can't take
I
any
said
more bad
23
news.
in the comments,
I
but
can't take any more bad
I had to
news.
fact check myself, and I didn't go fact check.
Fact
it, so-
checker!
I said it at the end of episode.
I think it's 20.
Part
I
3.
think it was 21.
That makes more sense because 23 sounded a little. I'm like,
But,
wow,
like,
we
the
weren't
other-
that close to a quarter of the
the
way
other
done,
s-
were we?
The other steps were like, we were only at like 5% done.
Right. Oh, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, yeah.
But like pages
This
wise,
is
we were
pages
like
work.
21%.
21. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
about a fifth. I think we did figure that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it was. Please
Cut
don't
away.
Ever, don't ever
Cut
do
away.
that again.
Go back to the
Oh,
intro.
no.
Go to the news
Golly
video.
gee-
Go to the
golly
news
gee
video.
willikers. Yeah, you better. That's what it looks like. That's what we were dodging. Here's a little bit.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, we're
Speaking of
back.
So there was some news actually in the Star Wars. Actually, the news is there's no Mandalorian trailer yet.
Yeah.
I know.
A little
I don't know what-
disappointing.
What
was
in the
going on with that.
But there was
sandhill?
some news that we didn't talk about the last time, and that was that they confirmed that they're going to be filming the Obi-Wan series on the same stage set,
Yeah.
Ooh.
360 screens like they did Mandalorian.
Mando.
Mando.
So that's kind of exciting because I don't know about you, but I don't know about you. But it was
I really
pretty,
don't know about you.
it was pretty cool to see how they did that.
Yeah.
I would love to
know.
have one of those in my.
Yeah.
It was
Well, and like there's gotta be like minimal editing.
Yeah,
know, 'cause
it's true.
Looking at the shots, you see, there's like
Yeah.
parts where it obviously ends, and then
Yeah.
another screen's there. So they had to, stitch that
the
together.
only thing is
Yep.
there would have to be, I feel like, almost more pre-production in some ways to get
Yeah,
the
a lot of
the
pre-production, yeah.
landscape
Your pre-production.
to get all the landscape ready, for all the backgrounds, because
Yeah.
they'd have to have
Yeah.
that ready to go ahead of time, and they'd have to know all the shots
Because
where
it's
they're
rendering
at.
in real time
Yeah.
as they're moving around. and
That's the only
camera
crazy
pans.
thing. I mean, I'm sure they could go in and edit that after the fact, though.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure. They
Also,
can.
yeah,
But,
is it
or
just
tweak it or touch it up.
is
or
it
something.
all rendered?
And if they had to
Yeah,
It's not
reshoot
like
it, it's
actual
not like they have
footage
to
of
go back.
anything?
I think it's all just rendered.
it's
it's like
rendered.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
And it's not like they have to go back and
No.
shoot. I mean, it's not like they have to go back to the site if they needed to reshoot something with a
Yeah.
different background.
So somebody
it
was
it really is more cost effective.
That's what they're saying. It really
Yeah.
is more cost effective, which I
I
could
mean, they made
see.
all the initial upfront, whatever,
Right.
but it seems like it would be set building and like all the green screen, post production, like you're talking about. It's like you get it all done ahead of time, then you shoot with the actors, and
Another thing I
Yeah.
was thinking about too is like all the like water scenes and stuff like that in episode, what was it 4
obviously that's live
Yeah.
on
Was that
location.
on location?
I
had to
think
be.
so.
But I
Because
think
yeah, some of that was like that would be really tricky to do a lot
Yeah.
of that water stuff.
I think it was
Yeah.
a set.
Anytime they
Things
were in
happen.
it,
They still did the background, like all the
but they still
Yeah.
have to like edit
think
the
any
seams
in-
and stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
because obviously
yeah.
there's corners.
yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
just smooth
Exactly.
it out. I think anytime they're in an
they literally have to
interior,
cut corners.
They have to cut corners.
an interior, or I mean, obviously the expansive exterior at the very beginning of the show, the first episode, he's walking up to the cantina.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
that's
was
that's
all,
inside,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Isn't it?
and it looked awesome.
But
It did.
I heard somebody say that the scene with Werner Herzog when he first met him,
Mm-hmm.
that it was like just him there or something. It was like
Werner.
him. That was the set. It was in an interior. It wasn't built. It was the screen.
Oh, really?
Like there was like a table, Herzog, him, and like the actors standing
Yeah,
around. And then the
that's
rest of
what
it
I
was
heard.
the screen, right?
yeah, I'm pretty sure. you're
Wow.
right.
Yeah.
Which how do they get that
That's intense.
depth?
Yeah. How'd they do that?
Well, the
don't
guy
know.
walked through the door too. How would it?
Well, there's a door, I guess.
There's
and
a
not from the-
there's a
There
frame
might be
of a
some
door.
other
I just mean
things.
like when he walked up. But you're right, yeah, because they turn around and he comes in. But somebody told me that scene
It's
was
like
one.
multiple
I don't know. I'll
doors.
have to fact check that.
Fact
checker.
checker. Check
Say
those
what?
scenes, man.
I don't know. That
I don't
might have
even know
been
how
one of
she's
the.
gonna- I don't know how they're gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Check those scenes.
Check those.
But
scenes.
it's really
Quote me on
cutting
that.
edge, and that's one good thing Star Wars has going for it. Maybe not a
Yeah.
lot else at the moment,
Right.
other than Mandalorian and the technology that they're pushing forward,
I-
and the fact that they're using that again on Obi-Wan is pretty something to look forward
Yeah.
to.
Do you guys remember
Nope.
playing The Sims? Have you guys ever played The Sims?
yes, I know where you're going
Yeah,
with this, Holmes.
Apparently there's a Star Wars DLC
Yeah.
for The Sims.
Oh my
Wars
Sims
goodness,
4, and I'm
really?
like, I'm so confused. I'm like, wait a minute. When did they make a deal with, Oh, I guess
Lucasfilm.
it is EA.
Wait
EA
a
has the right to
cotton-picking
Star Wars.
second.
Yeah. Too
Yeah,
soon?
Wow, that sounds interesting.
I want. I'm like, I'm gonna get The Sims just so I can play that.
Right? No.
I kind of thought that honestly.
Well, then it's
I was
like,
lying
I
before,
don't
but
know
I'm
how
being honest now.
well you can follow the story because they don't speak English in The Sims.
It's just kind of like
Oh
So you'd have-
yeah, I forgot
yeah.
about that.
You'd have to like interpret what's going on.
Well, and then
Be
They're
like,
all
what's
speaking.
going
They're
on?
all speaking Huttese.
the only thing that could be cool is like 'cause I know you build like your house or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe you build like
Your
a
hut.
Star Wars hut. Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
on a specific planet. It was on
Yeah.
Is it
oh
the-
gosh, what is it?
It's the same planet that's I think Star Wars land, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Something like that.
flopping.
With the Black Spire
That's
outpost.
horrible.
Wasn't that Black Spire? They just released one of the. Or is
think it
Black
is.
Spire? Yeah.
I think it is Black
Black
Spire.
They
Spire.
just released another one of those animated
What's the
1.5 minute.
Batu. Is that where it's?
Oh, I think that sounds
Yeah.
right.
I think it's Batu.
Batu.
But they just released one of those
Batui.
animated
Batui.
1.5 minute
Bababooey.
things with some porgs and
Oh,
so
did they?
on
great.
Black Spire Outpost.
I like the Disney
Yeah.
Kids
Yeah,
YouTube
Oh.
channel. That one's fun.
it's pretty fun.
Some of those animated ones, I'm telling you, still,
I
I
know.
get such a kick out of those.
Yeah.
They really need to do like just do it all in
Do
do
more
an
of that,
anime
yeah.
version one.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just ripe
yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
It'd
Exactly.
be so good.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ba 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 ba. That
Like,
one guy
have-
did it, like with the
Yeah,
ships
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
stuff.
And
That
was
was
like
epic.
an 80s anime.
Yeah,
It was
was-
I
quality.
was like,
Quality.
dude, I would have watched. I would have
Which
watched the
that's-
show.
you don't even
That-
need
If it
the
was real.
dialogue. There was no dialogue.
No, there
It
wasn't.
didn't matter.
Yeah.
that's kind of what what's his name was going for. The guy who did Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
That's kind of what he was going for with the Clone Wars
Yeah.
miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
But it was more in Samurai Jack art form than it was in actual anime style.
Yeah.
But you could totally see that being done in anime, and that's an epic. Like if you want to watch some good action, like Star Wars
Yes.
action animated,
Yes.
agree.
that is some of the best. It's really good. It's really well done, especially if you like Samurai Jack because it's like that.
So these are the feet, though. Back to the
These
build.
are the feet.
Wow.
These are the feet.
So 6. Oh wait, there are actually 8 toes.
Oh,
Wow, what do you know?
Over here. So 8 times 6.
What is this?
It's like an octopod.
What would this be then?
That is the heel,
Oh.
I believe. Or
That's
maybe
you.
this is the heel. Ah,
You
he
walked
got
right
me.
into that one.
I need
Yeah,
new
heels.
friends.
Just joking.
Wow.
man.
Well, that's that about wraps up the news. That was all news segment, right?
Yeah. Well, there's
Pretty
one
much.
more news.
Well, there was
thing
one
that-
more sad piece of news.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Obviously, most of you
We don't
probably
like bringing sad news.
we don't because that was a shock, a
That was
shocker,
a huge
sad.
shock.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda
Wakanda
forever.
forever.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Mr.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Passed
passed
away.
away at 43.
Yep.
Colon cancer. Nobody even. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I never heard
No-
like
nobody.
nobody
I'm
knew
sure people
about it.
knew, but most, I think, of the public didn't know that was going on. I guess he'd been
Yeah.
battling it for like the last
4 years.
4 years,
Yeah.
Which means
he filmed
while he was filming all of these movies, he was battling it or getting over it.
yeah
or,
fighting it
Yeah.
off.
yeah.
So it's just crazy.
It
But
is.
you know, our thoughts and prayers to his family, of course. and
Yeah.
man, it's sad to see him go. I didn't realize he was 43 either.
I know.
Which is
He seemed younger.
he seemed a lot younger.
Yeah, he seemed healthy, in good shape.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Pretty,
and man, I know they had to. I mean, they were making another.
They filmed it.
They already filmed it,
Yeah,
right?
So good
Yep.
news. Looking on the bright side is that we will get another film with him as Black Panther.
Yeah, and
I
that would be really
believe,
cool to see.
because that was a big deal, and I wonder how many of the
Yeah.
cast members knew or didn't know. Because I
Yeah.
remember when they wrapped, it was a big deal, and of course it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big, giant blockbuster Marvel film. I mean, Black
Mhm.
Panther, the first one was amazing. I really enjoyed that movie,
I did too.
It was a good one.
and I really just enjoyed the character of Black Panther because of
Yeah.
him.
Mhm.
The way he showed up in Civil War, was it? He showed up in,
Yep.
or was it?
Did he show up in Civil War? Is
Or
that
was
what
No,
it
it was-
Avengers? The second Avengers, Civil War.
It was
No,
at
it was
the
the
end.
Winter-
It was the end of Winter, Soldier.
Yeah. That's the one he showed
Or no,
up.
it was the end of Civil War.
No, it was really like
no, it was Winter,
it
I
was.
thought it was Winter Soldier.
No, I don't think he showed up in the end of Winter Soldier. I think it was the end. It was the end of Civil War.
I believe it was Civil War
Yeah, it was probably was.
I
because
think.
it was
Now that I
it
think
was
about
Black
it, yeah.
Panther chasing Bucky
Mhm.
after the explosion
Yep.
because his
Yeah.
dad died. So they weaved in like the Black
bless you,
Panther
sir.
character into Civil War.
God bless you, sir.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I don't know if they had planned to do a Black Panther movie. I assumed that they did.
I think they had a
But
lot
he
planned.
when he
but-
came in, I was like, that could have been really cheesily done, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
But it's just they handled it so well,
They
and his
did.
character had so much
depth.
regal and
Yeah.
depth and like a king-like quality
yeah.
to his acting that I was like, wow, that's amazing. And then the movie was rock solid, and it just
Yeah.
weaved in that whole the whole story of Wakanda and how they can be on Earth but completely hidden.
Yeah.
and-
They did a really nice job of making that, interweaving that in and making it believable still in a lot of ways.
And then the final battle of Infinity War basically took place there.
in Wakanda,
in
that was
Wakanda.
awesome. That
Yeah.
was so cool.
And the snap happened. Snap happens.
Snap
Snap
happens,
happens.
y'all.
So
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
maybe you heard, maybe you didn't hear, but that was kind of a shocker yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
And
I was like,
It's not-
I came across it and I was like, what?
I was like, nope.
I was like, that's not real.
like
yeah, I
that,
thought
yeah.
it was fake. At
Yeah.
first, I was like, that cannot be real.
Yeah. But then, yeah.
Without
it's
it
real.
being like a shot, like a car accident or like Kobe or something. What you know?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
an actual, like an accident.
Yeah. It was
basically.
just like, oh no, he just. So I guess there was some pictures of him, looking more frail recently or something.
Yeah, that's
but
what people said.
I hadn't
yeah.
heard or seen. So
It's terrible, but
it's not Star Wars related, but it's movie related.
movie
and,
related. We talk
entertainment.
about all things.
But,
And it was a big thing, and he could have been in Star Wars one day, and I would have loved to have seen him in Star Wars. I think he
Actually,
would
yeah,
have been
that would've
awesome
been
in Star
pretty cool.
Wars.
That would have been sick.
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 I think the only thing about I'm not gonna go into that. Never mind.
Wow, okay.
Okay. Well, there you
I was
go.
just gonna say the
Okay,
only
much
thing
to see.
about Black
Moving on.
Panther, the actual movie, was the final battle when they were in that like underground thing. The CGI.
The CGI was a little
very
weak sauce.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm bringing that up. I didn't need to bring that.
You
up.
went straight to
But I
the
went
heavy
to the-
hitters.
Right.
that. Anyway,
You went straight to the dark.
you went
Right.
straight to the dark.
You didn't even try to fight it.
Oh my goodness.
Luke was so surprised that a Padawan of his goes straight to the dark.
Right.
Come on, Luke.
Maybe he was more surprised at how powerful she was.
Yeah.
You ever think about that?
No, I think about all things.
I think all things, but
Mostly
mostly
Star
Star
Wars
Wars
things.
Yes.
Oh, also, there's been some more news even about her, Daisy Ridley,
Uh huh.
that I don't know how true it is or whatever like that, but she hasn't been able to find.
She's
Work.
been struggling.
She's
yeah.
been really struggling with finding work after Star Wars.
Wow.
Well, I mean, have you seen her acting?
Oh,
shots
shots
fired.
fired.
How was
Wow,
she? Wasn't
man.
she in Knives Out?
No, she was not.
Oh, what
I
was
haven't
she in?
seen
She
that
was in
movie
some
yet.
other movie.
Yeah, no, she was in another movie and they canceled it because they said it was so bad.
Yeah,
Ew.
it was like unreleasable.
Yeah, that's what they
yeah.
said, unfortunately. And one of the first things that JJ said to her was, "Don't be so wooden."
Oh,
He said that to her like one of the first days of filming.
Well, in
on
Star Wars.
episode
Yeah, but she was like
7.
15.
I know. I'm not saying. I just
Act more natural.
yeah, right.
Please.
We just paid you $17 million.
Is that what
Act
George?
more natural.
Isn't that what George always said? He was like,
Do it faster.
do
with
it faster, more intensity.
More
Yeah.
George, if I do it any faster, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die. It's just gonna explode. My teeth
Do
are
it.
gonna pop out of my
And
mouth.
then that's where
Blub, blub.
that's where George was like, "Do it,
Do it. Do it.
George
Good old
was.
Sheev.
George was
good old
Sheev.
Sheev."
George. George was most related to Sheev the
Yeah.
most out of everybody.
He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make a character based on myself."
oh gosh,
I'm
that's
sorry,
horrible.
George.
No, he's.
He's the creator.
I don't know. Yeah, was he
I don't know
ever
what he
in?
is.
I don't think he ever put himself in. the
I think
movie,
he did.
he? Oh.
In
Prequel number 2.
Was it 2
One?
or was it
3?
3?
Could have been 3.
I think it was 3.
Shoot, I don't remember.
His son was in there.
I know his son was.
I
For
think
sure.
his daughter was in there too.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
daughter was there.
I just don't remember seeing him. I know Michael. I mean,
Michael.
What's his name in the very beginning of like The Hobbit?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Jackson.
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson was like in the.
Yep.
He eats
He
like
was
bites
in-
a carrot.
He was in The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Yeah, but he was in like one of the first scenes
Yep.
of The Hobbit. He's just him like biting a carrot in the rain, like,
Yep.
right outside.
And it's the same. It's echoed in The Lord of the Rings.
Is it?
Yeah. He does the same
Oh my
thing.
goodness.
That's kind of fun though, in some ways.
Well, we got a question of the day we're going to ask, so if you're still watching,
Yeah,
We
we'd
are,
love to hear from you if you're out there, everybody.
you know, I was watching some
anybody
other
out
Lego
there?
live builds, and most of them involved one person building Legos
Yeah,
and
so
commenting on YouTube and
We are unique.
and stuff. So there's 3 of us doing nothing. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're watching one person, but at least there's 2
You
people.
said Nick was doing nothing. 3 of us doing nothing.
Oh yeah, Nick's doing something.
Thank you.
And this is thanks to Nick. So we would be
Yeah.
not doing this if
You
it weren't
would.
for Nick. So question of the day, question number 1, if you want to answer and you're hanging out with us. Do you like Nick's shirt?
Hey,
Hey,
it's blue.
and if you do, he's single.
Oh.
And
Oh,
Stop doing that.
I'm so sorry.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna do that. Even
I
after
think
you're
the
not
answer
seeing-
to that is going to be a resounding yes. But we actually asked that before he showed up in his shirt. So
Never.
we always like Nick's shirt. Now I think question number 2 is probably going to be like, do you like Dustin's shirt?
Oh, do you like Dustin's shirt?
My shirt's awesome. It's
Yeah,
SpongeBob
it's
and Patrick.
Yeah, you
Guys,
cannot,
I
Can't go
have-
wrong.
I only have 5 of these,
There's one right there.
and then this one's shorter than these ones.
What?
Oh.
Wait, are you supposed to have 6 all the same length?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, that's the number.
Oh.
That's the number.
Missing a
Maybe there are
stick.
12. I don't know.
Maybe one is actually shorter.
I don't know.
We haven't got that far yet.
Yeah, we haven't got that far.
Just calm down.
Calm
Wait, you're
the
doing 'em
storm.
All at the same
Oh, wait,
time.
that's what I'm doing. Yeah,
This
because it's like otherwise it's gonna take a while.
this could end up being horrible. Whoops.
You could end up being horrible.
That's true. I could turn.
Is
to
this
the
one of the
dark
sticks
side.
you're looking for?
It's shorter than the other ones. So
This
I
is
There's
don't
a
not-
couple
know.
here.
They're not
Yeah,
the.
but these ones are all the same.
They're not the droids you're looking for.
These are the
This one's the
droids you're
same?
These aren't the
looking
Yeah.
droids you're looking.
Are you sure it's not gray?
for. Because it's this long.
These aren't the sticks you're looking
These
for.
aren't the sticks you're looking for.
These aren't the
Brand
Maybe-
new. This is a brand new bag, right?
Yeah, and
Your
maybe
brand new bag.
maybe one is shorter. We'll figure it out.
Santa's got a brand new bag.
You
Hey.
got a brand new bag.
You know, Christmas is only like
Don't say it.
19
Don't.
weeks away.
19
Oh.
weeks away.
That's a lie. I'm just kidding. I don't know how many weeks it is.
Okay, thank
It's
goodness.
actually probably pretty
Thank
close.
goodness.
Thank goodness.
Fact checker will correct me momentarily on
How many weeks
until
away?
Christmas.
until-
We
And then that means that there's only like 8 or 9 or 10 weeks until Mando season 2, maybe. Which
yeah.
is kind of cool. So we'll
Sweet.
just be done building this, and we can start reviewing Mando season 2.
Wow, look at that.
That's gonna work out like perfectly.
Got some radar.
It's gonna
on
work
those.
out amazingly.
I should work out. I mean, really.
You know, I should really work out.
I should work out. We should all work out. Whoa, it's even less.
How many?
Wow.
16 weeks until the big Santa Day.
Oh.
Santa Day. Wow, 16 weeks is that's it. Wow. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So that means episode 9 released about what? 52 minus 16 is like 36 weeks ago.
What did?
Episode
What?
9
Oh,
was around Christmas
I already
time.
forgot about that movie.
We
No, I'm
reviewed
not
it.
gonna
But
lie.
it's been 36 weeks since we reviewed it.
Wow.
Seriously, wow.
Thirty-
Been a long
36.
time.
It's been a long time. It feels like just yesterday I was disappointed. I mean, I
Disappointed.
actually it felt more like a Star Wars movie than most of the new ones, but it was
I feel like
it was so
I feel like
messed
the
up.
the
And I've
pulse
heard
on the
so many
Oh,
things behind the scenes about what could have been and
coulda
what should
been,
have
what-
been, and
What
there's been
coulda
some
been.
intervention.
well, we went on about the Colin Trevorrow or
Trevorrow.
Trevorrow.
Yeah, because he had a script.
The
And they
sun will
actually
come out.
released that.
Trevorrow.
Trevorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that Trevorrow's
Trevorrow.
fired.
Wow.
I actually did like
Fired.
based on the script treatment.
Oh,
Some of the things
They-
that they had planned
They
sounded
leaked
amazing.
They leaked his script.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it was going to be like on Coruscant.
yeah. There was some
It's gonna be a good one.
Coruscantian battle.
Yeah,
Wow.
it looked pretty cool too, like the art that they had.
The people that they had them all teamed up, you know, or some different
Yeah.
people teamed up other than what they did.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
appreciate the try, but
yeah.
I feel like the pulse on the street with Star Wars new trilogy is
now.
like,
It's bad.
and they're like,
it's
oh, so they
bad.
never should have made the prequels, and they definitely shouldn't have made the sequels.
Right.
Is
Well,
how like I don't
there's-
know.
Well, I'll say this. Hello. But
Hello,
after that,
hello.
I will say, no, there's been a lot of talk, and I've heard a lot of a lot of rumors going around. And one of the big rumors is, it's a rumor,
Okay.
not fact, but it's rumor, is that
It's a fact rumor.
a lot of the higher ups in Disney have been cracking down on Star Wars
Mm-hmm.
because they are a for-profit industry and business, and they're making a lot of changes at Star Wars right now because they want it to be again a for-profit. Because I think do we even know how much they actually spent on Episode 9?
$1 billion.
I
$1
mean,
billion.
and the toy sales have been horrible. Really,
Well, you're right. If they're looking at
it's
profit sheets,
That's
which
what
we
I'm
talked
saying.
about,
and it's
Yeah.
like,
a
they made $1 billion, they're fine, but they haven't been. They've been going the wrong direction
yeah.
Right.
and
Diminishing returns.
into a lull, like a natural lull.
Yeah,
because
'cause
episode
nope.
9, they should have been going 2 billion, 2.5, 3. Okay, now we can take a break.
Yeah.
You don't want to go 2.5, 1.5, barely 1.
Yeah.
I mean, $1 billion is nothing to sneeze
No,
at.
Millions
but
of
if they
dollars.
spent $1 billion on it and they're not getting that much return,
Well,
and
they
there's
spent
not,
$1 billion on Star Wars Land, and nobody wants to go. Kind of.
well, because
Exactly.
what I've heard is a lot of the higher ups have actually been listening to a lot of the fans, even on YouTube and stuff like that, to get kind of a more of a feel of where Star Wars is at. And I know a lot of big Star Wars right now. I mean, they're always going to be excited, and if that's what their income is, they're always going to talk about it, depending on which side they fall on.
Yeah, they want money.
But a lot of them, a lot of the more honest ones about it, they are saying, I mean, I know one of them was like, I just don't care about Star Wars right now. So
Yeah.
one of the guys, he's been talking more about other stuff because he's like, I just don't care about this new Disney Star Wars. There's nothing in it that excites me right now.
Right.
And I do think there's been rumors that George Lucas is coming back to be the head of Lucasfilm again, to be the
Hopefully.
president.
I really hope so.
Wow.
With-
Do you think?
I think
Do
that's
you
possible. If they
Do
want
you
it to
think,
be, I think,
Dustin?
how can you? That's one of the biggest ways, probably one of the best ways you could correct it going forward. I mean,
Yeah.
what
Would that unite the fandom?
I think it would unite
Fandom.
the right fans.
It would unite the right. Not the
Because-
wrong fans.
No,
So
all
the
the
wrong
fans.
like those
fans.
I
ones.
think it would unite all the fans, honestly.
Yeah.
And the other reason I think that is because he wouldn't be alone this time, because he's gonna
Yeah.
have Favreau and he's gonna have
Filoni, who's now
Filoni.
supreme
So
leader.
he's gonna have
Supreme
more
leader
help.
Filoni.
He's gonna have more help, and he's gonna have more
Filoni.
people to say, okay, I don't know about that. Let's go in this direction. And here's
They had
why.
time to work without him. Now that he's coming back, they'll just appreciate the greatness that he is because they are like, oh, we need you.
and all
Yeah.
the ideas, that he has, and the gold mine that is.
Yeah, they'll be like,
his
give
mind
us
of
all
Star
your
Wars."
ideas. Yeah, he's still alive.
And
How old is he?
And the other thing I think we forget sometimes about George
True.
Lucas is that he went to school. He's kind of a master filmmaker in a lot of ways. We don't
Yes.
think about it, but he knows the stories. He knows how to do it. He's been doing it for a long time. He was right there along all the greats. I mean, he is the great.
Yeah. The question
created
is
Star Wars.
when they bought Star Wars from him, they would have to rehire him as the
Chief
Lucasfilm.
president or whatever
President
it
of
is,
Lucasfilm. Yeah.
and pay him so he wouldn't be the owner anymore because Disney still owns it.
Yep.
He
So
was.
He would still have to report to Disney, and
Yeah.
but he's also probably the majority shareholder in
He-
Disney right
I
now.
think he
Right.
was the
So that might-
majority. I'm not sure if he is the majority shareholder anymore.
I
But
wonder if
you
that's
would
like
think he
conflict of
would.
interest, or if there's some clause that they signed that said, "Hey, buddy, we're buying this from you. You ain't never coming back."
Well,
in
and they
some
did
kind of
say
working-
that we're buying this from you. We don't have to take your ideas and stuff like that. I mean, even Iger
I mean, that's-
said that.
I feel like that's a fine thing to say. I mean, you're like, dude, we might not go with what you're thinking, and we
Which
may-
isn't a bad business
it just
wise.
gives them a way out or in, or
But the
Yeah.
biggest mistake was then they
didn't use it.
told
Yeah.
everybody,
yeah,
and
that's
it
true.
got leaked, and now everybody's like, maybe you should have just gone with George Lucas's
Yeah.
plan and plot, because George. It sounded like George was willing to work with him on a lot of stuff. Whenever you go back
Yeah.
and you listen to a lot of that one meeting they had, and Kathleen's there, and they're kind of
It's
interviewing
just
him and
hard
stuff like
because
that.
hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah,
When you took the pulse of like the fans in 2014, they're like, no, we want George
Yep.
far away. Like, we like the prequels, we appreciate them for what they were, but we don't want him making another trilogy. That's kind of how a lot of
I don't know.
the fans at that time, they liked the Clone Wars, but they
And
were
he
like,
was
okay,
it was straight from
Yeah.
his mind. He was
Yeah.
the one who did the Clone Wars,
But I just feel like
and he won over a lot of fans. Didn't like the Clone Wars, the movies with the
Yeah.
Clone Wars the show.
But I mean, like, from 1977 to 2000 or 99, everybody's like, oh my goodness, George Lucas can't do anything wrong. And then 99, 2002, 2005, and they're kind of like, eh.
I still
It's
got
kind
a
of
lot of
a
love.
dinged
deeper.
his.
Yeah.
It depends on who you talk to.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. They weren't
But most people-
universally loved.
Most people that love the
depends the
original
age.
watch the, most of
Depends
the
on
ones
the
that
age.
watched the original, watched the prequels, and were like, mm-mm. then time passed, and the younger generation that watched the prequels loved it or got a lot out of it and really inspired them, and they went back and watched the others or whatever.
Because
And now they've grown up, and
Yeah.
they were excited, I think, about
Yep.
George maybe being involved or whatever.
and that's why I think it sounded actually like a good scenario to me whenever he said that. I was kind of like, yeah, it's okay if he lets somebody else take over the reins, but I still wanted him to be involved. I think that is the best case scenario
Yeah.
because it's his mind. The problem with the prequels that we've talked about is there was nobody contradicting him on stuff.
Yeah.
And there really needed to be somebody different directing.
Yeah.
We know he's not an actor's director.
Yeah, I think we
He's
can
not an
sit
actor's
back.
director. He's not.
Faster with more
he's,
intensity.
he's a he's
Yeah.
a creative. He
Yeah.
comes up with all the stories and stuff like that. He needs somebody else to execute it. That's why I almost think that one of the perfect scenarios is him coming up with the ideas with a group
Yeah.
of trusted people to come up with the ideas with, to bounce ideas off of, and then have somebody else direct. Like
Mhm.
Favreau or
Yeah, I
Filoni.
Or the guys that
Or all the
directed
people
Empire
that-
Strikes Back
Yes,
or Return
and
of the Jedi.
And that's why those movies I think are gold.
That's why
Yeah.
they're like a level up. Yeah,
Because
they just
he
got
came
better
up
and better.
with all the stories for it.
Yeah,
But he had people to bounce the ideas off of,
Yeah.
and they were able to have some more creative license
Yeah.
and keep the things moving, all that stuff. They didn't get bogged down in the details necessarily, like he probably does sometimes,
yeah,
which is
Yeah.
good and is necessary in certain situations. And that's why, even like whenever we create a film, I'm more about certain
Yeah.
things than you are. You're more about certain things, and we were able to bounce ideas, and
exactly.
so as the fact checker was able to keep things going.
Mhm.
So, and it helps. It creates a better product in the end.
Yeah,
So that's why I was excited for him to still be involved with Star Wars, because that's what they kept
That I
saying.
agree. Yeah,
Because he was like, okay, I got these story treatments, so we're gonna come out with it, and I'm still gonna be here because the scripts aren't done. He's like, basically, it needs a lot of work, and I'll be there to help, is what he was saying. But it didn't sound like he was gonna do the whole thing, which that's why it sounded like the best case scenario for me, because he had the ideas, but he was gonna let somebody else take and run with those ideas, and he could help where it needed help.
Yeah.
To kind of guide the series.
Yeah.
But then when they totally wiped that and they were like, we don't need you, George. You stink.
yeah.
We're just going to do our own thing. That's whenever it started going,
Left a bad
Yeah.
taste in
boo.
everybody's mouth.
Yeah,
And there was agendas being pushed, and
there's some of that.
there was just
that
bad
definitely
storytelling in a lot of ways. That's what the sequel trilogies come down to. Not good storytelling.
It's true.
Yep.
Well, it has to be every film. Yeah, you have to have a good story and through lines with such revered characters.
Because the problem is,
Uh,
oh,
So I don't think that's the actual piece that we're supposed to have,
uh-oh.
but I don't know if it'll
Matter.
freak it out or whatnot. We'll have to burn that bridge when we get to it.
Whoa, that's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, it might be, they swapped it in another bag or whatnot.
That's a little nerve wracking, though.
I know, right?
The Millennium Falcon's gonna sit
oh
like
no.
this all the
Right,
time.
like, my 1 foot.
That
Wow.
Nothing.
Not dropping or something?
No, we didn't drop anything.
Is that one of the extra
No.
pieces?
No.
We've been filming since he dumped the bag, so
No, yeah, there's nothing.
there's nothing.
Well, and there was no other pieces. There were no other pieces that were this size.
Fuzz.
So, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Daggum.
Here's
you
stickers.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Yeah, so anyway, back to what we were talking about.
What were we talking about? Okay, I'm gonna take this one,
then
see if it works.
George Lucas.
Yeah,
and
George
You're
Lucas.
George
I
Lucas.
feel like if they did bring him back now as like head of story or some
Yeah.
kind of creative
Creative, yeah.
capacity, he would inject a good amount of excitement
Whoa.
and enthusiasm into Star Wars that they need.
And that's the thing. They need people to be
That-
excited
there's
about
been
Star Wars
space.
again.
There's been
Yeah.
enough space without him to see what happens without him.
Well,
Besides Filoni and Favreau, besides them, because they really appreciate it and they're really using the principles that George established in storytelling. Because Filoni was his number 2.
yeah.
So he knows
He is
George.
the
He's George Lucas's younger
protege.
mind.
He is the apprentice. And even George
Yeah.
Lucas and him talk like that. They're like, I'm George Lucas's apprentice. And
Yep.
that's what George calls Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
I think so. George and Favreau are holding the torch,
Yeah.
but they need something to ignite the flame.
Yeah. that's
Because
fair.
when you think about it, you're like, Star Wars in 2014 everybody's excited. 2015, everybody's excited.
Yeah.
The excitement's out of here, out of the world, out of the galaxy. I mean, it's huge.
Nice.
That is
Wow.
sweet. Now
It's
we got
still-
landing.
okay. So it's shorter, but it still works because
Level up.
it,
Well, at least if we come along one that's.
it snaps into. See, it's in that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's
It's
still
still
in,
snapped
it's
in.
Still like snug,
Okay.
Unbelievable.
right? But yeah, I don't know if it was an
Yeah.
oversight.
Design flaw or
Yeah,
just
maybe they
Wow.
ran out of plastic at that point and just never replaced it.
Right.
I don't know.
always cutting corners.
Always cutting corners at Lego.
Man, that's impressive though.
Yeah.
That's like a good amount of like ground clearance.
That is.
Yeah.
It's
It's
kind of looking like one of those. It's on AT. Kind of like an
ATST.
Well, we haven't seen a
But-
character
Yeah,
yet, but
yeah.
I mean, a character's about yay high, so
Yep.
they got to be able to walk
Makes
under it
sense.
and feel the
Walk
scale.
in it. Yeah. Scale's gonna be there.
Scale.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Third question of the day.
No, I think we haven't asked number. We did ask number 2. Number
Number
2
2.
was,
That's poop.
do you like Dustin's
Sure.
shirt? Question number 3.
Let us know out there.
Let us know out there.
Stay on target.
Okay, Carla said, I'm a little slow in my response, but I do like Nick's shirt. Nice color.
Yeah.
It really brings out your eyes.
Well, thank you.
What color eyes do you have?
Brown.
Dominant.
Dominant.
Never mind.
He's got a dominant
Oh,
allele.
I was like, where are they?
I'm just
Allele.
playing with him. So question number 3 coming right up. How do you
Do
say
you how do?
you say-
AT-AT?
Yeah.
Do you say AT-AT or do you say
AT-AT.
AT-AT?
At.
Yeah. Okay. Let us know in the comments because I have thoughts on this.
So it's
Do you?
AT-AT or is it AT-AT?
Did you? Oh, Kodachi. Kodachi.
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
Oh
what is that?
sugars.
What is
Little
that?
flavor babies.
I don't know.
Is that?
It's got to be part
Ugh.
of the...
The subfloor?
Is that the hatch that they hide in when they the
Could be.
under?
Yeah. I'm curious as to how detailed this is gonna. I know it's gonna be very detailed, but
I gotta make sure I did it right.
Cargo hold, right? Isn't that
Yeah,
what
the
they call
cargo
it?
hold.
yeah,
All right, well, then we
because
got
it has like a
extra
whole
pieces.
sub in the Millennium Falcon. There's
However-
like a subfloor that goes
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Subfloor. Oh, look at that. We're on bag number 3.
Bag number 3.
Bag number 3.
I don't like that we've had extra
Guys, we're making
pieces.
porgs.
Yeah.
No, that's how Legos work, though. They give you extra pieces if you lose one.
Calm down.
Dustin's
Calm down.
Dustin's job is to keep track of parts.
Yeah.
So it's bugging him.
and
that
he's
there's-
doing a
It is
bad
fucking
job.
me. That's very true.
He's like, there's something not right about this.
Somebody's gonna yell at me about this. I know it. What?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, we're inventorying them in
Off
one
screen.
called the extra pieces.
It's non-inventory.
It's non-inventory.
Yep. It's already been costed to the job.
Ah, there you go.
Look at that, guys. C-3PO.
Having like,
Look at that.
oh, look at that,
Ooh.
baby.
What?
Oh, we got another comment.
How small he is.
Carla, I like Dustin's shirt too.
Yes.
Oh, look how small that is. It's
Whoa,
3PO.
It's 3PO.
It's actual gold. It's got some heft to it.
It's a headless 3PO.
Oh. Wow, for how
That
much
would be
you paid
pretty
for it,
cool,
It
yeah.
should.
Should have some.
Wow.
At least 1/10 of an ounce.
Oh, Kodachi.
Kodachi.
That is impressive.
It is.
Wow.
Well, butter my biscuits.
If you had to take one, wait, did we answer AT-AT?
Oh, we haven't answered. We need to
I'll
answer.
save the next question for.
Okay, let's answer this
another
one.
time.
Dan, what do you say?
I've always said AT-AT.
I have to.
Me
AT-AT.
3, man.
Yeah, so that solves it.
That's
What does the
it.
fact
This
checker
is
say?
The definitive. We have the definitive answer.
Fact checker says
AT-AT.
AT-AT.
Yeah, I
Wrong.
know.
They're wrong.
I know. I think
Because
they're wrong.
okay, my justification for always saying AT-AT is at sounds stupid for one, and
Sounds like when Mars attacks.
and yeah,
Yeah. It does.
and what do you say? ATV. You don't say ATVA.
At V.
True.
You know?
Yeah, ATST. At
Yeah, that's another one. That's another example.
But they
Why
do
would you say
say- They do say flimsdemafer.
the flim
Flim
de
Flim
Before?
Before.
That's true. That is pretty funny. That's such a good movie.
It's an amazing
It is.
movie. But no, you're right. And
I want to see their version of Solo. Can you imagine what that would have been?
Release the whatever their names are cut.
I don't. Well, they didn't finish. That's the only problem.
Yeah,
Which have you guys seen? They're coming out with the Snyder cut,
yeah,
the full Snyder cut of
Of
Justice
I
what?
League.
cannot
Justice
believe
League.
that.
I can't believe
On
it.
the
Not
Warner.
really.
The only reason I can believe it is
anticipating
because they want to make more money.
Yeah, and people are
And,
so excited
In
about
some
it.
ways, it's like, yeah, it's actually kind of a smart way to make money because people are going to go pay more money to see a movie they've already seen
It's only in 2020. It's only
Yeah.
because of 2020, though. I'm telling you,
because they didn't have anything else going
they
on.
didn't have anything else going on.
like,
They're
well,
like,
we might
got
as
all
well."
this footage. I guess we got all this time.
Yeah,
to
why don't they
edit
do that
it.
with? They should do that with episode 9 with all the stuff that George Lucas filmed.
They
A whole
should.
different story.
or at least an animated version.
And they have all the footage. They have it all filmed. And then rumor has it that Kathleen Kennedy came in.
You know more than I do.
Kathleen Kennedy came in and nixed all the stuff that George did.
Next.
And there are some
Yeah,
people
that's
that
my
are
name,
saying that
Stevie Nicks.
she
He
did
next.
certain things in that last movie as a jab at George Lucas directly.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then she needs to be fired.
And
Talking
there's
about
rumors
Kathleen
that she's
Kennedy?
already been fired. I'm just
Sweet.
saying. I'm just going. These are rumors. All rumors. None
So
of this
Dustin's
could be
spreading
true.
rumors,
I'm
just so we're
saying
clear.
I've heard this.
The
I don't
rumors
know
are
if
being
it's
heard,
true.
and they're being spread.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay! C3PO.
It's 3CPO.
I Babu Frick.
I Babu Frick.
That was the best part of
Here's
that
my
movie.
oldest
Babu.
friend.
He's my
He's
oldest
my
friend.
oldest friend.
Oh my god.
He saved that movie in some ways.
He did.
3PO actually made that
was.
movie way better,
Yeah, I would say so.
which
He
is
had
funny
his-
because most people
yeah.
didn't like him in
Ooh, look who we got coming
4,
next.
5, and 6. Oh yes.
Oh, Chewbacca.
Oh, Chewbacca.
If you can find his stuff, you can put them together.
Check your
Check your
mailbox.
messages.
Check your messages.
Check our messages.
Sometimes the fact checker just yells at us.
Yeah. What do you mean? Sometimes, always.
Sometimes, always. We do have to clean up afterwards? Yes, always.
Always.
Yeah, I
Okay,
agree,
that-
though.
This is in regards to the question
Oh,
of the day,
man.
number 3.
Oh, cool.
Apparently, there's 3 questions of the
Do
day.
you want to put him together? I don't.
This is what
Oh, you can put them together.
I'm not worthy.
This is
I'm
what
not
the
worthy.
AT-AT. So this is not a
This is why,
topic
yeah.
that Lucasfilm
Yeah.
or its story
Or
group
so.
has dwelled on. The closest thing to a definitive conclusion on the subject came back during an interview at Star Wars Celebration 2016. Rebels and Star Wars The Clone Wars showrunner Dave Filoni addressed the controversy saying, "You can say AT-AT, you can say AT-AT, and you can say Walker. I'm for all 3. That's canon because in the show I have Imperials say Walkers. I have them say AT-AT, and I have them say AT-AT.
Oh,
Dave
snap.
Filoni, the politician.
Coming in like a boss.
Yeah, no, that's a smart
has
move. He because he
spoken.
can make canon.
Yeah, he can.
That's
So
true.
he just made it all 3. What? That was a
Yes.
smart move.
He has made a lot of canon, hasn't he?
Yeah, cannon fodder.
Yeah, I agree. That's and then the other thing was the ATST. You're not saying ATST.
Yeah,
It's
Atst.
ATAT.
yeah, that's yeah.
Dunzo.
Dunzo. It's definitive. We've decided here that you can say all 3, but we will say AT-AT because it's correct.
Yeah.
That is our final stance.
Also, you're wrong. We don't like you.
Whoa.
Check
Man.
Chewie's Chewie with the crossbow.
Woo, Chewie with a
The
bowcaster.
bowcaster,
Yeah, the
baby.
What is there supposed to be like a
Kaboom.
bolt that goes in there? Or?
Yep, these
No.
little things. Check it out right here.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh yes.
So do this.
What? No,
Wait,
you gotta be kidding me.
yeah, look, the most disappointing Lego figurine of all. A porg.
Yeah, they really
Look at
were.
these.
Even
There's 2 of them.
they were kind of cute, but at the same time, they were really just
Honestly,
kind of annoying.
I thought they were hideous. Everybody else loved them. I was like, what's the point? You know? I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, it's not really that cute.
Even all the cast didn't like them.
Chewbacca eats one. That was hilarious.
That was like the best part of the movie.
But like,
That was
I
the
didn't
best
really
part of
Were
understand.
episode
they
8.
practical though, or were they CG?
I think
They
they
were
were
practical.
practical.
I like the fact that they were practical. I'm always up for any new practical.
I understand that. But
Puppetry.
it was like
Or there were some CG ones though too.
They were definitely some CG.
it was
probably,
like
I think.
what is the point of this? So you look at okay. So you got
That's
a bowcast.
It shoots too.
unbelievable.
yeah, look at
amazing.
you go
Look.
like wait.
Wait, do it again. Do it again. Show. No,
I
no.
haven't- I
Show.
haven't
Show
got-
them. Show them.
I'm not gonna shoot
He's
it.
gonna
across the
shoot
No,
room.
no,
me.
no, no! Don't shoot it. Just show them. She didn't.
Okay.
They didn't catch it.
Unbe-
Everybody, do your best Wookiee call.
All right.
then
you shoot it, and it shoots across the room.
Whoa!
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they've. I remember when they came out with this.
Oh look, I'll be Kylo Ren.
Look.
Yeah.
Oh, it went over there.
Oh, dude. Oh, hit
Did
you.
Shoot me. Oh,
Yep.
You are Kylo.
It's probably on the ground now.
it's right here.
Yeah, and he
Oh,
just like shrugs it off when
He's like,
Yeah.
like 5 minutes earlier
Whatever.
people were getting blown like miles away.
This is what he does.
Yeah. Gotta stem the bleeding.
That's like me when I play tennis.
Yep. Come on.
That was
So
us
why are you
whenever. That was us whenever they got that from us when we did our fan film. It was
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Right.
It's true.
Oh my gosh.
Those
Oh
rip-offs.
man, those rip-offs.
Those idiots.
But
I'll
yeah,
say-
well, ATAG,
I'll
that's the answer. Thanks for
Ugh.
that, fact checker, and thanks for that, Dave Filoni. Question number 4.
No, I want to say something real
All
fast.
right, he's got it.
With the storytelling of the sequels.
Oh dear Lord.
I'm gonna beat this dead horse.
Oh no.
Wow.
No, if you can come up with better endings and better storylines to a movie, that means there's bad storytelling in that movie.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
If you can come up with like 5 different
If your
alternatives
whole
that would make the whole movie better, then it's bad storytelling. I'm sorry.
yeah. If-
Episode
yeah.
7, episode 8, and episode 9, there was 18 different ways I feel like in all 3 of those movies that movie
Yeah.
could have gone and it would have been 10 times as good.
Yep. If something like a surprise, a plot twist or something
Yeah, that-
subverts something else that is much more interesting
And better. Yeah.
and better, you've failed as a scriptwriter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what
I-
that guy said on
Yeah,
that video we
yeah.
watched. I forget, Mr. Reagan.
Yep.
Mr. Reagan, yeah.
He had that was a
I
great point
just
because he's a
wonder
writer.
though
Yeah.
how much
How much?
they were influenced by the dollar
Drugs.
signs.
No, I think that's part of it.
Like we can make an amazing story, but we're not going to sell this, or we're not going to be able to promote that.
Yeah, but then at the same time, all the toys
toys
sales
didn't do good
went
anyway. But I feel like that's
bad.
what Disney did. They're like,
They were
no, 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 no.
trying.
We need a new character. We need a new this in every movie. We need a new animal, a
Yeah.
cute thing, the porg. Here we go. We need this. We need that. We got to fill all these check boxes that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is,
fill,
if you don't have good
kids. We're touching the kids. We're touching every ethnic group. We're touching the. Wow.
Sorry.
We're
Sorry,
reaching
but,
all
yeah.
those types of
No,
things.
it reminded me of that movie with
Jack
Jack
Black,
Black.
yeah.
Sorry, that's the
we've
only-
done that before, but you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know what you're saying.
They're reaching every demographic
Yes.
and every the check boxes of what makes a good movie sellable.
Well, and that's the thing. If you can have the coolest looking characters or coolest this, coolest that, but if you don't have good story or
Yeah.
interesting characters, nobody cares. That's the thing. Nobody cares, and they won't want to be
But-
involved, or they won't want to know more. They won't want to get that awesome action figure because I want to be more like that, or whatever. This character's awesome. That's why. Baby Yoda. I mean, he's like sold out most places.
Babs Yoda.
Everybody is buying the child, and
You
then the
said baby.
yeah, that was and or the Mandalorian. Everybody's buying the
Yeah.
Mandalorian, all those action figures because
It's
it
true.
inspires. It's
And
cool
the
and
storytelling
interesting.
is well
It's
done.
It's interesting storytelling, and the character has mystique. It has.
I would rather in the Star Wars universe you have so much gold there.
Yeah,
There's
it's
so
almost
much.
like it's almost harder to make a bad Star Wars
true.
movie than it is to make a good one, and
It's
they did
just-
it with 3 almost.
it's just this, you simplify, right? Simplify.
yeah, 4 or 5 almost you could say.
I mean, you can be complex, but I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It upsets me.
That's why
That
you-
leads me to my next theory. What if Star Wars is being run by someone who hates Star Wars and wants to see it burn? Kathleen Kennedy.
Ooh, is the good guy
Shots
actually the
fired.
bad guy? Sheev. She is
She's
Sheev.
Sheev. No, I don't know if that's the case at all, but I don't know. It just that was the other rumor. They said they want to start listening to the long-term fans again instead of just trying only to get new fans.
Well, look at
You-
Star Trek. They're in the same boat.
Yeah,
The guy that released the script, Robert Burnett, he's like a huge old school Star Wars fan and a passionate anti-new Star Trek. Star Trek. He's a fan of the original series, all the original stuff with the original writer. I can't remember the guy who wrote it. Saved.
One second, I put the little blue thing in the wrong slot.
Oh, hey, we got some comments actually, real fast. Ben Bravo says, haha, Nick's face. Yes, Jack Black. Ben also said, Porks will never be in Star Wars Battlefront, but maybe Mando or Baby Yoda will be in something. Right. Yeah, true.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Actually, if they were in Star Wars Battlefront as like something you could kill, that would be pretty
Porgs?
funny.
Yeah.
Hunt the porgs.
The pork.
Oh, that's good. Thanks for commenting, Ben.
Yeah, thanks, Ben, for jumping in.
Can you imagine Star Wars Battlefront prop hunt? Yes, I want that game mode. If anybody's ever played World War II, Call of Duty World War II, they have a game mode called Prop Hunt, and it's probably one of the best game modes in that game. And because in most maps on any like multiplayer game or just games in general, there's going to be like random props around. You know, like there's like a broom leaning up against something, or there's this or that. And in this game mode, they actually make it as one team is humans hunting props.
Yep.
And then the other team is actual props. So you have to go and hide and just try to make it through the whole
Oh my gosh, it's
the
hilarious.
whole round, like so many minutes without being shot and destroyed.
It's a
And
rip roaring good
hilarious
time.
because it's just
Yeah.
hide and seek, but like
Right.
online shooter was just it's so fun. But if they did that with Star Wars, oh man,
Oh
I
my
would love that.
I think they could do it.
They could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you played that with us yet? We should like film
ga-
that
what
and put it
game?
up one time.
If I
Hold
buy
on.
that piece, we could be streaming us playing video games while this build is going.
Yeah, we should do. We
Ooh.
need to do. I want to do
We
another
could take turns
gameplay.
playing, and we could take turns building.
Yeah, we should do that with squadrons.
See how complicated
That
we
would
can
be
make
cool
this.
if we
Yeah,
could
we
stream
should.
squadrons, all of us.
Yeah, might as well.
Let us know out there if you guys want to see us play Squadrons, Star Wars Squadrons, the new game that's coming out.
Yes.
Which we have, Nick and I have talked about it a
We
little
have
bit.
mixed opinions.
We're,
on
Uh-oh.
that.
we're not sure. It's going to be $40, right?
Yep.
Which is both, good. I don't want to pay too
$40.
much. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it makes you think like
Why?
Something's not right. about
something's
this.
missing here, and there hasn't been enough to really get me too excited. I think
Is there
probably
a
the most
story
exciting
mode?
thing about it is that
Customization.
the customization, and I think the only other way it can win us over is if the gameplay is just amazing, like
Is
the
this-
mechanics and
This is the flying only.
yes,
Yep.
Only cockpit.
only cockpit, which I never fly
Yeah.
only in the cockpit.
Is
That makes it
this-
like 10 times as hard for the most part.
Yep. it
Is
does.
this story mode? There's a story
There
mode.
is
There
a
is a
story mode, so
story.
I am looking forward to that as long as it's done well.
So is it
Sometimes they're-
basically what's the first game that came out in 2014?
Star Wars Battlefront?
Battlefront.
Just the
Which one was
Star
the
Wars
flying one? Was that the one with the flying?
So there is flying in that one, yes. They
That's
didn't
the
have a
online
they didn't
play
have a
is
story
that,
mode
right? Is
for
the
the
flying
first
only?
Battlefront one. They had a starship battle one that you could do in
Okay.
that, where you were flying around and you could get in ships and fly around. You couldn't physically run up to them and get into them, which was dumb
Yeah,
because
I guess
that's
I
what the
haven't
original one was.
There's a full trailer that came out on that.
There was a game story mode trailer that came out recently, and they kind of talked a little bit more about things, but not much. It didn't really have a lot of extra information.
Who's doing the game?
Yeah, who is doing this one? I don't even remember.
Um,
Is it EA
it's
still?
EA,
It's
yeah.
still EA.
I think it's EA. Is it Respawn?
if it's
Because they did Last Jedi. I don't.
No, you
I
mean
don't think
Fallen-
It is that.
Fallen-
Or yeah, Fallen Order.
Fallen Order.
I don't know who it is. That's a good question.
We'll have
Fact
to
checker, can you look up who's making Star Wars Squadrons? What company is making
Yep.
Star Wars Squadrons?
Squadrons.
Motive. Yeah. Okay,
Studios,
Motive
that's right.
Studios. That's EA. Yeah, because EA still owns all the rights to Star Wars, which to me they haven't really given us. The only thing is when Respawn, but Respawn does games right. I feel like because
They
they did Titanfall. Pretty
Yep.
much all their games have been a success.
They have.
And Fallen Order, I think, is still probably one of the best Star Wars games that's come out. It's the most
It's a
fun
fun
I've
game, yeah.
had. The only problem with it is it doesn't have replay value as much.
It really doesn't. No.
They need to come out with some DLCs. If they came out with any DLCs where I could go to a different planet, a different place, I would play that immediately.
Yep.
But the DLC that they did come out was just basically like more combat training, and you could play through the game with a different skin.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So,
Ooh,
for me,
shiny
I
new
want,
skin.
I want new stuff. I
Doesn't
want
really
new
help me with the story.
content.
No. So what?
They're
Really,
making a
what's the
second
point?
one. They are making a second one though. But
Yeah.
what Nick and I were talking about is like basically stop making all these things that focus on one and just combine them all and make a
Open world.
open world,
Open world.
multi-planet.
universe.
Everybody would buy
know-
it.
Oh, yeah.
Skyrim and Star
They'd
Wars.
make millions of dollars.
It would be the best game for years.
They would sell so much.
It would be
It'd
amazing.
be intense.
They wouldn't have to make a
You
movie.
probably couldn't even.
And they don't-
wouldn't be able to find it on the shelves.
Yeah.
That's how popular it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it
you
would
could
be-
buy it on digitally online, but
Hey,
servers.
Don't take this away from me.
The
okay?
only problem, the only thing I could find is if everybody wanted to play it and they didn't have a server space for everybody. But I
Well,
mean,
you'd
like
probably
No
get
Man's Sky,
crashed
we were
servers for
playing.
sure.
So we were playing No Man's Sky,
Uh-huh.
which is similar in some ways. So what that one is you get a space suit and you're like a human, or you can choose to be aliens and stuff like that, and you get
Yep.
a spaceship and you can travel. How many planets are there?
Millions.
There's like millions of planets, and it's kind of like Minecraft meets.
Ish.
It's
Yeah.
Minecraft-ish because you like harvest materials to build more, to create this, create that, and you can kind of
Yeah.
keep
Wow.
building from there. But I'm like, who did this? It's like a couple
Hello
guys,
Games.
right?
Yeah.
It's like a couple guys made this game.
Yep.
And it kind of flopped when it first came out because there wasn't enough for people to do. And
Exactly,
it is
yep.
a bit of a what would you say? Like
Grind.
grind.
Yep.
It's a bit of a grind. But at the same time, you can get in your ship, take off into the outer space. You can look for another planet and go directly to that planet.
Yeah.
And it's a whole nother planet.
Yeah. And it's all procedurally generated, so
Yeah.
it just generates as you're getting to it.
So then that way,
that is
Yeah.
so cool.
you're traveling through space. You can choose to travel slowly, and you can choose to travel fast to
Yep.
the
Yeah.
planet. But it still gives you time. It's like warp speed. And you have to create your own fuel and
Warp
stuff like that to
speed.
get there. So that's the only thing I didn't really absolutely love about it was how
Yeah.
much you had to
Oh
do
my-
just to.
Well,
do
and like you
things.
would, every time you take off, there's like fuel that you use. So,
So you
you
gotta
take
really-
off like 5 times. It's like, oh, you're out of fuel, and it's like,
You
oh,
have to-
now I gotta go find some more
Yeah.
and make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's-
So
that's
to get the payoff of you taking off to go to another planet, you got to work hard and
Yeah.
grind it out like you're talking about. To
Yeah,
get
which
that.
can be fun, and if you get, I mean, with any of those games like Minecraft or stuff like that, you can start like farming materials, and you just always have you'll get to the point.
Eventually, you got so many
Eventually-
resources to do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Yep.
but even this one, you can do private, like a private game, but with have friends join in.
Wow.
So that was really fun. So it was just
was.
like a couple of
It
us
was great.
playing it.
So
But
you can
then-
play hide and
so-
seek in this world.
So I'm like, so it's basically it's
Yes.
kind of like Skyrim in some ways because Skyrim there's so much detail and there's just so much there that if you did create an open world like Skyrim, but it's almost like mix No Man's Sky and Star Wars and Skyrim and some of these things, and
Yeah.
it would be amazing. You know, I don't know. I still don't know why they haven't done it. Probably because open world games are very difficult because you have to lay out maps and generate. I know there are some out there like Beyond Good and Evil 2 is coming out, but they've been working on that for over 10
I
years.
was gonna say
Yeah.
that they probably are
something.
working on something,
Yeah.
but it's still probably several years away. And
Yeah.
then what is it? Is it canon? It's not canon. It can't be canon.
No, but
Doesn't matter.
customization is part
Right,
of
yeah.
what makes it so fun.
But then
because
the
you make it your own.
Yeah, but in the Star Wars universe, you're like, well, you gotta have
That's
the
the problem.
big
Yeah.
planets, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of big planets. Like,
That
wait,
is
why
the
can't I go to
tricky
Mustafar,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I can go to Tatooine? But you
Tatooine,
can't
yeah.
go to
Like,
Have
can
you
you
haven't
imagine?
four?
Alderaan.
Can you imagine? Oh man, I just not Corellia, but the city planet. Why did I just lose
Coruscant.
that? Coruscant.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going to
Oh,
Coruscant and
Why
having
did I
to
just
map
lose it?
all that out? I mean, that whole planet
Right. Oh.
could be like a game.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Coruscant.
Open world
Open
Coruscant.
world Coruscant. And you know what? I'd be fine if they started off like that.
Actually, that'd
you
be
know, and if
go
they
to
made it a
the underworld. What was it like? The very
Yeah.
72 or what was
it's
that?
like 66.
Yeah.
No,
66.
what's the level
1313.
1313?
Yeah,
That was a game.
that
they were-
yeah, that would be fun.
But if they could create that game, I would live in that game practically, probably.
Well,
Not really, but
Yeah.
I would play it a lot.
Yes.
Most gamers would play it, right?
Oh gosh.
I think if they did it right,
many hours.
if they did it right, it would be amazing. So Lucasfilm, if you're listening and watching,
We're
and you
giving
want to
you
This is
hire,
gold.
what you need to do.
and if you want to hire some people to help you with creating this game,
we could just test
story,
it. You
we
know?
could test it too.
We'll
know,
just
whatever
test
you
it
need,
out.
we'll be there.
As soon as we
I'll
finish
be
building this
there.
Lego, give us a call because
Right,
we're gonna
yeah.
be tied up for a few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
speaking of a few hours,
Yes.
We've been going for an hour.
We should
Yeah,
probably.
we're
I mean,
going-
we could. What do you think?
We should probably.
How
get
we
going
doing?
home.
Well, I mean, we're good. I'm on to this section now.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, it
We
looks
made
like a
some
big one.
progress. Where are we at?
I was. One at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Well, look at the progress we made.
I mean,
We
this
got all-
is
we got
this is
legs,
We got
quite
all those
a
feet.
all
change.
landing gear.
Yeah.
I mean, this is impressive. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can hold it up or not, but
I
Can you
mean,
turn it?
or give
oh,
it a
wait, no,
little-
they got both angles right there.
yeah, well, you know, that's
we're
true.
gonna
They
fly
can't
this
see
thing
that.
around the room when we get it done.
Wow.
If it
Hopefully
just
it won't
snapped
fall
in half
apart.
right now, I
Oh
would
my
freak out.
I'd be like, well, I'm not putting it back.
I mean,
together.
that's just those
We're just
feet
gonna
are
give up.
impressive.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
No,
Yeah,
never
look
give
at
up.
that. Never
Look at
surrender.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means.
I don't think
what
it means what you
What do
think
you think
it
it means?
Another example
that
of a
movie.
movie that has such a good story,
Yes.
written
Mhm.
as a book, but the
Yep.
film was so good they didn't even know how to market it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like this movie has everything you've ever wanted.
And it
That's
fits,
all you need to know.
and it fits in a movie, and it all is cohesive, goes together, and everybody loves it.
And it didn't
Yes.
need a sequel to make it good.
No,
Nope.
it didn't. It didn't need books to
I've actually-
explain holes in the movie.
I actually heard they were like
Glaring holes.
they were gonna.
They talked about remaking it.
remake it.
Oh,
Yeah, and I
no.
was like, don't do that. That's a dumb idea.
In today's age, no, thank you.
no,
No.
thank you.
We're
Thank
tired of it. We're
God.
tired of it. Straight up.
Straight up tired.
But to be fair, there is a lot of
Nope,
new
nope.
stuff coming out. There's a lot of new content coming out on
Yeah.
all the digital streaming. Most of
Yes.
it's garbage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Most
have
of
to
it's
agree.
pure garbage.
Mm-hmm.
There's really
but,
not been.
You know, it's so that's why they keep going back to the what can we remake that was already great that
I
we
know,
already has a
right?
built-in fan base.
I
And
think
there's just so many remakes nowadays.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
I did hear about our fact checker is talking about a Sherlock.
Oh, a Sherlock
Wait, what Sherlock?
with
It's-
RDJ or
You
with
mean like it's a done deal?
Cumberbatch or a
It's a
fully
Sherlock.
new,
I did see
fully
that.
new?
Yeah, Superman. Yeah,
Superman.
it's what's her name? Enola.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
It's not their
Interesting.
Yeah, well, it's their sister's daughter.
Yeah, something like that.
It's technically Sherlock and Minecraft's sister's daughter is who they end up with.
So some news in a new Sherlock.
It's a new
film
movie.
or
It's a new
series?
movie or-
film. Oh,
I think it's called
oh, okay.
Enola.
Enola Holmes.
I think it's Enola Holmes or something like that.
Oh, which is
Yeah.
a loan backwards.
But it's funny because Superman
Whoa.
is Superman is Sherlock, which I never would have thought that having Henry Cavill
Oh, Henry Cavill
is Sherlock.
he's ripped.
Yeah,
He's ripped.
It's gonna be
that
like
dude is ripped.
worked
Man.
out. Like
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
well, that didn't.
sister.
That's weird.
He had a
Okay.
sister.
Well, the trailer threw me off then.
Oh, that's what
It's part of the. Looks interesting, as long as it's good.
interesting.
And the actress who plays Enola is one of the lead actresses in Stranger Things.
Thing or strange.
Okay.
Yeah,
the
it's
girl,
the girl.
main
It's
girl?
11
Okay.
from Stranger Things. So
Millie
she-
Bobby
she's
Brown?
Yeah,
Finger
Millie Bobby Brown.
strings, Millie
Millie
Bobby
Bobby
Brown.
Brown.
Millie Bobby
Wow.
Brown.
You know what? I just want to cotton pick and see
Wow.
is Quiet Place too. That's just what I want to see.
They they
It's
have it
supposed to-
done.
It would have been out. It would have been out.
You're right.
We would have
And
laid
Tenet.
eyes on it.
I'm gonna see
Laid
Tenet.
I wanna
eyes.
see Tenet.
That's coming out.
But where we live in this neck of the woods, we did get some new movies this week. We got
did?
New Mutants.
New Mutants.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Another one.
They've gone back to the drawing board with that one like twice.
Well, it did. The trailer looked promising.
It
I
did
actually,
look
I don't even
interesting.
care. I'm like, I'm just gonna go see it. 'cause
I know.
it's
I just want to go see a
film.
dang movie in the theater.
A new movie.
She's
A
like,
new
I need to
one.
do something.
You know, yeah, I agree though. It could be questioned. I don't know. Might be a little weird, but
Yeah.
the trailer actually looked pretty impressive to me. I was like, that actually looks kind of promising.
Yeah, I did. The
Right.
effects looked really good.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
But it's kind of more like a horror movie in some ways.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I've heard. So it's like I don't know about that.
I don't know about.
But Quiet
I'm not
Place,
sure.
that movie was one of the best experiences I've had in a movie theater.
Quiet Place was quite.
It was,
Quiet.
It was quiet.
and it was heartfelt, and it was a good story, and
Yeah.
it wasn't a huge budget for
Yeah.
that movie. I mean, really,
No,
all the things involved in
I
that
think
movie.
it made quite a good chunk of change.
Yeah,
That's why
it
they
was-
made a second one. But
very well done.
it's hard to hard to understand exactly how they're making a second one, but they are.
Yeah,
So
they
and it's not a prequel, thankfully, but they
Right.
have.
I'm sure there'll be
flashbacks,
flashbacks. Yeah,
I
there
believe.
have to be.
So anyway, that wasn't really
Things that
Star
were-
Wars related, but these are movies and stuff that we've been enjoying lately.
Yes.
Is there anything else we've been enjoying lately? You guys-
Seinfeld.
Long walks
You've been
on the
watching
beach.
Seinfeld. I don't know. I don't even know what-
It
I've been watching Forged in Fire, which is a show about making blades and stuff like that, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
is a fun.
I'm also
show.
big into EDC stuff still.
Yeah.
Everyday carry
Everyday
for all
carry.
you who don't know what that means.
Not all the time. I just I
Educational.
find some of
stuff?
these stuff
Educational
interesting.
care?
What about you, Nick? You been into anything else lately?
No.
We've been playing some video games.
Video games. That's about it. That's all my life consists.
When
of
is
nowadays.
the new Squadrons coming out?
October
November?
2nd?
October 2nd. Okay.
Yeah, it's not too
Yes.
far away.
I know.
It's actually not that far away.
I'm still looking forward to trying it.
Yeah.
I just hope the gameplay's good. One of the scenes I saw them do like a U-turn, and it was kind of like a e-brake
yeah.
like turn. I was like,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. Like, if you
Wow.
can pull maneuvers and stuff like that, it might
Like-
be pretty
like
fun.
racing, like cars.
Yeah, so
racing.
he's like, he was flying, and he's like, and they said, "Oh, turn around and take out those rebel fighters or whatever." And so he like does a move, and he's in the cockpit, but the whole thing like, yeah, he's like kind of what
Slides around.
What's his name does in 7 or 8? I don't remember which one. Poe does. He kind of does.
Oh yeah, that maneuver. Yeah.
But it looks like somebody's drifting, like doing
Sure.
e-brake drifting in
Kind of
space.
like, what was that movie? Drive or
Is that- yeah.
not Driver, but what was the one?
Oh,
with
Baby Driver.
Baby
Baby
Driver.
Driver.
Yeah.
Baby
Driver.
Baby it's still
I don't know why
Yeah.
it's stuck in my head.
it's
now.
stuck in your head.
Yeah.
Baby Driver was a good movie. But
Drive.
not for
Actually
kids.
was, yeah.
Not for kids. I think
Actually,
that's part of the problem
I
with
never
things
saw that
coming out
movie.
lately. I think our society now too has gone to more R-rated stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the good, decent stuff that's interesting is mostly R-rated. But the problem is, for me, in R-rated, sometimes that kind of can turn me off to it. Whereas like there
Right.
used to be a lot of good PG-13 things.
Right. They
There's
don't
just
have
not
to be
as much
R-rated
of
to
that
be good. Yeah,
anymore. It's hard. It
Yeah.
can be hard to find
it's true.
that's for all. Because PG-13 a lot of time can still be for all, depending on the
But
age and what's in it.
usually, the biggest movies of all time are all PG-13.
Mhm.
PG,
can deal with
PG-13.
Heavy-hitting subjects, but in a
And
way
the best
that's
movies,
not.
exactly. They
Yeah.
reach across the age gaps
Mm.
because the stories are believable and inspiring for all ages, pretty
Yeah.
much. Even like the Marvel films.
Yeah.
Why?
I guess those are a good example. I guess of more PG-13.
Yes. Why in Infinity War was Infinity War? I mean, I'm leaving Infinity War, Endgame. There's like 80-year-old grandparents
Yeah.
with their 5-year-old
Yep.
children.
It
And
spans that.
everybody in
whole-
between.
And that's what you want to go for. You want to go for the widest, the most amount of people to see.
And
a
again,
movie.
ultimately, that's why Star Wars is such a big thing, because it does.
span that. It's
And now it
it's
has-
supposed to be for everybody.
Yes.
Yep.
And now it literally has spanned generations and generations because it's just been around for 40 years. So
Yeah, but it's
Mhm.
been inspiring people for 40 years.
yes.
Until the last
Yeah.
iteration got involved.
Please.
the last
Finish your
iteration.
sentence.
But we still always have the original. Really,
yeah,
it
it doesn't ruin the original.
Doesn't original. Well, they've been trying to ruin the originals with
But
those,
it doesn't ruin.
doesn't ruin the original.
Because when you watch
He
the
stands by
originals,
that statement.
when you watch the originals, the new ones didn't happen yet.
I
so it
still hope
doesn't matter.
they retcon it. That's still a
They
big
might.
option
They-
that's
yeah,
gonna
I
that
know.
could happen. I think
The
they
Disney
might.
era
I think if-
7, 8, 9
I
are
think if
done.
Lucas comes in, he's
Why
just gonna be
not?
like, that's an alternate timeline. Whatever, you guys can still like it, but
Yeah.
this is what really happened,
my
and I'm
gosh.
gonna show you the right way.
That-
Boom.
When I
That'd
was
be
talking
great.
Drop the
about
mic.
Trek, that's the last thing I'll say.
Trek.
Star Trek.
Oh, okay. I was
The
like,
way they tried to
bike track.
commercialize it with the big Hollywood budgets and all this stuff. Star Trek was originally a smart show,
mm-hmm.
Yep.
and
And they're
when
always learning something.
they're always learning something. They tried to Hollywoodize it and make it glamour and special effects and all
J.J.
that, which were
Abrams.
pretty cool. But
Pretty
in doing so, they kind of took away the qualities that made Spock, and they watered it all down. Tried to
just-
make it more like, oh, he's riding a motorcycle, which I mean, he always rode fast cars and stuff, but they watered it down too much.
Well,
the original intent.
because they took away some of the core aspects of what made it
Yeah.
long lasting. You know, that lasted for a long time. That made it so good for that. You know,
That generation, right?
because it was more of an intellectual show. I would say like Star Wars. Star Wars is more fun and relatable and a hero's journey for all. And you know, you still learn a lot as you go, and it deals with family a lot. You know, when
Yeah.
you think about that, and there's a lot of other issues that come up and it's inspiring. Whereas Star Trek is more about learning, knowledge, discovering.
Discovering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and when you take those things out of it and try to make it a Hollywood type,
Too Hollywood. Yeah.
you know, it was more of like a visual director took it and did a creative thing with it instead of I'm not saying he's not intelligent.
well,
but
yeah.
like somebody else who dives more into what makes Star Trek. It's like they were off by just a little bit.
They're trying to
I
make
liked
it
how they
appeal
did-
to the younger
Yeah.
demographic and generations who appreciate it. I think after watching, you know, the newest ones, but destroyed
Well, that's
the.
cool.
That's
I think there's a way to do
it
both.
destroyed the original fans, and Star Wars is kind of doing the same thing.
And that's the problem. Again,
Yeah.
they're trying to bring in the new generation but
You don't wanna just
but while they're
destroy
doing that,
the
they're
old
not
thing.
thinking about their long-term fans that have been with the series forever. And when you think about it, that's one of the dumbest things you can do because those are the people that have been staying true to that for a long time and giving you money through all the years
Yeah.
that none of these new fans have. given
Has
you.
anybody?
It's a bit more of a risk, really.
It is.
You have to do both. You have to get new fans, but still keep the old fans interested and
You
know,
do.
wanting more.
It's a
Sorry, I
slippery
cut you off
slope.
twice.
No, has Filoni ever put like some words out there on the new trilogy?
Words.
I don't think he
I don't
really. If he has, I'm sure he played it political. I mean,
Right,
just
that's
with
what I
his
mean.
answer with AT&T and AT-AT.
I'd like to hear his
Walker.
genuine thoughts on the new
I would like to
trilogy.
talk to him
Personally.
not
Private.
on the record.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Off the record.
I'd like to talk to him off the record. I'd like to talk. Well, actually, Favreau has actually stated publicly that he didn't like the new trilogy. He didn't like it.
There you go.
And
I mean, I feel like
I know
Filoni
that
has
George
been so
Lucas
busy.
didn't like it.
I know Filoni's been busy through the new trilogy with Rebels
He's got to be careful.
and redoing
though.
Clone Wars. That's what I'm saying. But he's been busy. He's been focusing on his own stories.
Yeah.
He hasn't really had time to get into, except that they did use a couple of the names in Rogue One. I think he had a little part in Rogue One.
Well, because they had Chopper in
Yeah.
Rogue One. That's
they
why
kind of tied it in the
kinda tied
ship.
him
I
in.
think
Yeah,
the
and
Ghost was there, and was the Ghost in
Yeah.
9?
Whoa, dude,
There's
that's
a rubber part to
Whoa.
stop it from sliding.
What?
That is
That's intense, man. Lego, you do some cool stuff.
Way to
yeah,
go,
yeah,
Lego.
That's cool. All right, well, I gotta get going.
Yeah.
That sounds weird.
Probably stop.
Unbelievable.
We
That's
should stop while we're behind.
Yes.
the genius behind that.
I know.
They have rubber Legos
Well,
now.
we do
people.
have
rubber
just
Legos.
one. We do have this to go, and then we attach it. So
Press on, fish on.
fish on.
You guys can finish it. I gotta get going.
Oh, he's
though.
got to get going.
He's
I
gotta
gotta
get
get
going. Well,
going.
thanks for hanging, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
for having me. This has been fun. It's been
Kaizen
real.
himself.
Yeah.
Hasn't
No.
been real fun. Just
Right?
joking. No, it has. I'm Kaizen.
Oh, you're Jorkan?
Kaizen.
I'm Jorkan.
Jorkan.
You're Kaizen.
Yeah,
Kaizen.
Jorkan.
We need to come up with a name for Nick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dum.
Nick Can.
Anybody? All right, question number 5.
dumb.
What should be Nick's Star Wars name?
Yes.
Stick it in the comments.
What,
Stick it
what
in.
did you? What was your
Stick
question?
it in the comments.
You say what should we Nick
What
Star
should,
Wars
what should we
name?
name Nick's Star Wars? Well,
Oh,
what
okay.
should
I
Nick,
What
missed
is
one
Nick's
of the
Star
words
Wars?
you-
Name
what
Nick's
should Nick's Star Wars name be?
be in our universe, in our fan
In
film
our
universe?
fanny universe.
I'm Jorkan. Dan's Kaizen. We also
Fanny.
have my wife is Yara.
Yara, which they took
They
and
totally.
used.
I'm wondering
in
if he
what?
didn't watch
What would
that
they use
scene.
it in?
I would like to ask him about that too. If he's seen our fan film,
Was it Filoni? No, it was in Mandalorian.
Mandalorian? It's Yara Rune, and her name is Cara Dune.
Cara Dune, yeah,
Yeah.
right.
What?
Yeah.
Wha-
Oh, there
how
was
does
a
that
Yara.
work?
That's right. Yara was in the show Survivor.
Yeah.
It was the name of one of the tribes.
Yep.
So I was like, what the? They stole it.
Stole it.
So anyway, I gotta get going, but yeah,
So
we'll
check
have to
it
come
out.
with that, and we also need to make a new
Yes.
fan film. I want to do that one
Yeah,
of
let's
these
make
years.
a fan film. Anybody want to make a fan film?
If you want us
Oh,
to make a
like
fan
fan
film,
Give us a
throw us
call.
lots of money.
Lots.
Just joking.
Like, don't throw it. Like,
Kinda.
Venmo it or something.
Right. Yeah.
We have a
Please don't
page.
throw
We have a
us-
link.
We
Actually,
do.
if you do want to support this, what you see here, they're like, why did you spend your money on this? Why did you spend it on a fan? No, I'm just kidding. But hey,
Oh.
this is for
True.
keeps right here.
It's for keeps, people.
This isn't just
Peeps.
This is ours.
you don't have to think hard. You just do it. And fan films take
Do
a
it.
lot of guts.
I think fan films also take a lot of time and pre-planning.
But we're in the pre
We are in the
pre-planning
stage.
Pre-visualization. We're just working on getting one of those sets that Filoni has.
Yeah.
at Favreau. So as soon as we get
We've
that
bought
done,
at least 10 TVs at this moment, LED TVs.
they're all 32 inches, but we're getting
We're getting there.
Oh, guys, check it out. It's the
It's only headshots the whole time.
Oh man, the
Whoa,
gun turret.
gun turret, baby.
Oh my goodness! So the door opens and the gun
And the
turret
gun-
falls out.
then
Does
the
it?
gun drops
Oh, it
out.
seriously does.
Show them on the camera.
Well, you got to do it that
Yeah,
way.
well, you
Wait,
know.
switch the other mode.
Yeah,
Can you switch the other camera angle?
All right, there we go.
Watch
It's
really
kinda-
Yeah, watch.
closely.
So,
Wait, put it against something that's lighter.
Ah,
there we go.
that's
Oh.
awesome. That is a good way to end it right there.
That's
for
a
me.
good one.
Patrick and SpongeBob.
Put
right
it against
there,
something that we
laughing
can
like,
see. He's not gonna shoot me.
Hey,
Hey man, if you
All right,
stick around
cool.
for like 5 more seconds, I'll be done.
dude. Okay.
No, but yeah, like literally after I'm done with
Okay.
this, we're gonna
How
just
much longer
cut
does
it
it
out.
take you?
As long as it takes.
Well,
All right, so that one.
we can start the music. Yeah,
we
let's
can
start
start
the
the
music.
music.
Thanks for joining in with us tonight.
Yeah,
and
thank
if
you,
you're watching
guys.
on a replay, hey, we appreciate it. And
Yeah, like, comment,
yeah,
subscribe.
yeah, like, comment, subscribe, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Share it with your
Be
friends.
excellent.
What?
What that?
Oh, what?
What?
Oh, what?
Hey, what?
Yeah, share with your
And,
friends, and this is gonna be glorious too. This is the
try it
whole
again.
process, and we're being real with people, and we're having fun along the way. If you have any Star Wars questions, send them our way. I can't speak.
Send them your
Send them
way.
our way.
And we'd love to have you guys. We'll be back
ASAP.
as soon as we can. We kind of change up days, but we usually try to get it on the weekend. If
Oh, it's
we
been a couple
can.
Sundays in a row, so
Yeah, so
bring it.
Bring it. Come
Ha-
check
Bring
us
those
out.
Sunders.
Send us any questions you got to, and happy end of year August here. We'll see you in September.
Oh yeah, we will.
Let's do the outro.
Do the outro.
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Loosen up.
They came from behind.
No. We need like a dubstep outro. As soon as we hit the.
I got some new music. I do have some new music we can use. Yeah, we can leave them. I got some new music we can check out.
Did you
here.
finish the
Yeah.
piece?
Yeah.
Was it all done?
Just gonna
Did you
attach it
show the
right now.
camera?
Oh, go back to the GoPro.
Wait, bring it back. What was the faux intro and outro?
That's it.
That's it. That's the
Wow.
gun turret.
Now we gotta put it on.
Are you gonna put it on right now?
Put
or are
it
you gonna
on.
save it for the next week?
No, man, we're gonna do it right now. Of course, we're gonna do
Okay,
it.
we're just gonna finish it real fast. This is the
Yeah, we're
last.
done. This is it.
I gotta figure out where
Wow.
it's actually going.
Oh my goodness! In that book, it is a monumental
Oh, man,
task.
here we go,
This is
baby.
just.
Here we go.
Wait a minute. Oh, you go from the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what it sounds like.
See what it tastes like. See what it tastes. Taste of the glory. Nacho. Please.
Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
It's like ASMR Lego building.
Too high.
ASMR. Thank you for joining us today.
It's been great.
Woo, it's
Yay!
done. Yeah. Woo! Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks
Ciao.
for chatting with
Ciao.
us and hanging with us.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. We love you all.
Italiano.
Italiano.
Spaghetti.
What should Nick's Star Wars name be? Let us know. Thanks. Bye.
Spaghetti rigetti. Ooh, kotachi. Ooh. Are we muted? We're not muted, are we?
Now you are.
Are we muted?
I don't think we are.
We're not muted. Hello, everybody. She never muted us.